Now, because of this absence of healthy eating options, and also this socioeconomic stresses that come along with trying to eat healthy and the lack of healthy food options, now because I got to make some tough choices. Now I'm aiding to the obesity epidemic. Because notice that in Black and Latino communities, we have higher rates of obesity, higher rates of diabetes, higher rates of inflammation, right? All these things are sort of converging at one time. And I don't want you and don't be in my comments like she all over the place. All of this is relevant. All of this is very much relevant, right? I need for you to understand this. All of it is relevant. That's right. Pretty Brown Eyes says higher rates of hypertension, right? And then not to mention that in most of these urban areas, right, there are no parks, no recreation centers where people can walk safely. They can't safely walk around their communities oftentimes, right? So now I'm giving them, not only am I giving them all these sugary treats and sweets to make the food stretch, but now they have no place to go out and play and walk. Not to mention that we've become a very, very sedentary society because of all these games and social media and all this other stuff, right? So now mama got medical expenses. She has higher food expenses. She has higher rent expenses, right? Pretty Brown Eyes says no green space at all. So now what you have to think. So now what happens is as a hood feminist and a womanist, right? My issues are so much bigger than fighting to be seen and heard by white men or be equal to white men. My issues are so much bigger than just trying to be heard or seen by white men. My issues are so much bigger than that. My issues are issues that not only have to do with my femaleness, my gender, but they also have to do with my culture, with my race, right? And so it takes us back to this idea that this intersectional nature of what it means to be both Black and female, right? There's a very, very intersectional nature between being Black and female that we can never separate. And so this is why most times Black women do not feel included within the context of the feminist movement. Because they got so many more issues to fight. So many more issues to fight. And so I think it's real, real important that we understand that sometimes, right, it's not about trying to join somebody else's fight. Right? Sometimes we got to figure out what is our fight. Okay? So when we're talking about this food insecurity, there's some factors and some barriers, right? Because this is all part of what hood feminists are fighting against.